Last time, I told you I copied my first Wes solo wrong because I thought the blues was pentatonic. What I did not tell you is the day I found out how wrong. I got to Berklee. I sat in my teacher's Wes Montgomery class, and there was that same tune, notes for notes. Almost nothing I'd practiced was what Wes was actually playing. It was never pentatonic. Today, I will show you what was really there. That phrase that I played in the beginning with this clip, that is the sound I spent years not hearing, and it was hiding in plain sight. I'm Junon Choi. I learned to actually hear this from Richie Hart. To my ear, a living Wes Montgomery. Everything on this channel comes out of that apprenticeship. So let me walk you back into that classroom and show you what was really in the solo. Here is what was actually in there, and you will hear every piece of it today. It was never the minor pentatonic box. The language Wes is speaking is built on actually the major shapes, not the small set pentatonic I'd been forcing the whole thing into. The color I could not find, it comes from stacking another chords right on top of the chords. That is where the notes my pentatonic box could never reach were living. And the part that broke my brain in the middle of the solo, he stopped playing single notes and solos with chords. I'd been sure that was just octaves. None of it was a scale. Stay with me and you will finally hear the blues the way that classroom made me hear it. So let's write into it. Let's pull up this paper, and this is a first chorus of the Sundown, and then I just take it from the measure number 4. So this is measure number 5 of the blues form, and this is measure number 9 of the blues form. So that means this chord over here is actually the 4 chord, right? And then, yeah, this is a 1 chord over here. And then, yeah, typically it goes to, 2, 5, to the 1. Yeah, and let's look at what and where Wes is playing it. So he made this 2-5 progression going into the 4 chord. And as I said, his choice of notes are from stacking the chords on top of it, which means upper structure. So right here, I played from the pickup to this measure, so there's a 2 notes were missing, but with those 2 notes, this makes a G major 7, which is upper structure of E minor 7, and that gives us actually the E minor 7, the shell voicing, don't play the root, upper structure like this, we just added a tension 9 over here, right? Just don't play the root and play like the upper structure. This is a G major 7, and from this chord voicing, Wes played this line. right? So the line actually starts like, right? And then this is A7. Right? So A7. Also, he is targeting the top notes of this voicing. And then that is right over here at the top notes. And here really interesting happen. This whole thing is actually a minor blues scale form. A minor blues scale form. Minor blues. So that is close to the one that you guys may know as a pentatonic block with the blue notes in it. So once he hit that high notes over there, he comes down with that minor blues scale form. So put together. My bad. Yeah, he actually coming down over here. And then when it, so still Wes is making a minor blues sounds where the 4-chord sound is staying, and then look at here, when the sound is going back to the 1 chord. Let's see what he's doing. He target the major third of the 1 chord. That makes everything change. The chord change sounds from the 4 chord back to the 1. That is the sounds in you hear that? That sound, there's a 4-chord sound. Going back to the 1, he hit the major sound. One more time. And then again, 2-5, quick 2-5 to the 2 chord and a slow 2-5. And then let's see what he is playing over there. He is clearly playing this upper structure, E major, because that is upper structure of C sharp minor. And finally, he is targeting the third of the F7, and then yeah, plan 9 is over there. Also, the same structure is happening over here too. This is D major targeting, right? And then E7, he is playing this D major. So over there, C sharp minor 7 to the F sharp. Oh yeah, the chord symbol, I missed the sharp. So C sharp minor 7 to the F sharp, B minor to the E7. And then from here, C sharp minor. That is the sound. And then on the B minor, he is looking at this D major, targeting this D major and making that sounds at the target. He is playing this A to the D sounds. Okay? So let's look at where on the fretboard he is actually playing. So that is this A sharp minor 7 flat 5 arpeggio, which is upper structure of F sharp 7, that shape. And then he is making a guide tone movement right before that. So, right? And then that is just Wes Montgomery bebop phrase. The 2-5, how he is playing on upper structure sound. Right? And then that bebop sounds resolve into the blues phrase on the 1 chord. Right? My bad. Yeah. There's a reason I choose this tune for my first try of transcribing Wes' solo, because it's a blues and it is a key of A. That is the guitarist blues, the key of the blues for guitarists, right? That is right in the middle, and A blues, we tend to play A minor pentatonic over the chord progression. So there was my instinct that, okay, that might be the tune. But before I came to Berklee and really learning the language of the jazz and how Wes was actually playing, and how Wes was looking at interpret this fretboard into the real music. Until I learned that, I didn't know that was not a pentatonic. And I am telling you, the blues is not based of the pentatonic. The pentatonic, yes, probably you can argue that, yeah, not just playing the pentatonic make a blues sound, you may say that. But yes, you add extra notes on top of the pentatonic, right? Then what I'm saying is the bass should not be the pentatonic. It should be the blues. Because, like I said, one chord and the four chord is just one note difference. And that one note difference makes what blues, which is major, the happy, and the minor, the sad, the sadness, is coexist in the blues. So on the one chord, there is a melody, major third, and then on the four chord, the minor sound is the fourth chord. That's why after he hit this A7 on top, he coming down with an A minor blues sound. And when it goes to the one, he hit the major third, right? So on the one chord, four chord, one chord, that is the sound that I learned, and I start to use my ear to follow the blues from that Wes Montgomery class. So that solo I felt, it was never a pentatonic box. It was a jazz language and a major language, a colored stacked on the chord, the upper structure, and a man soloing with the chords while I heard octaves. That is sundown. The next time I take the chord itself and turn its structure into a line, you will watch a voicing becomes a solo. How do you make this sound yours? That is what Bluesprint teaches. 12 hours, 13 diagnoses, the whole system. The one and the four chord, the blue notes, the third, the voice leading in blues, and how to diagnose your own playing when it goes flat and you do not know why. The link is in the description. Until next time, keep swinging.